Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back to Connect Scholar. Today, the topic that we are going to discuss is types of research or the categories of research. There are so many ways to categorize research. The categories that we are going to discuss today are quantitative and qualitative research, empirical research, basic research, applied research, survey-based research, and intervention-based research. The first one, my friends, is quantitative research, which focuses on the questions like how much and how many. This one focuses on numericals and statistics. Basically, it tells us about the quantities of a certain survey. Let's take an example of 100 patients whose blood pressure is being checked. The result of this type of survey will tell us how many patients had normal blood pressure, how many of them had high blood pressure, and how many of them had low blood pressure. It is also going to tell us how much was the average high blood pressure and the average low blood pressure among the group of patients involved in this study. The next one is qualitative research, and this type of research gives us answers to questions like why and how. This is based on interviews and reviews. Let's take an example of a new mobile application that has been introduced to a group of people. The users will be asked to answer certain questions like the ease of use, the color theme, the font, and other parameters. Another example of qualitative research is asking patients about the feelings towards dental procedure that they went through. On a scale of 0 to 10, where 0 means very little or no pain, and 10 means extreme pain. If the average result of this survey is 8 or 9, it can be concluded that the procedure was very painful. Similarly, if the average result is 1 or 2, it can be concluded that the procedure was not as painful. The next type of research is empirical research, which relies on direct observation. So in this type of research, the researcher has a hypothesis that he or she is going to prove. This type of research is not really based on the theories. Besides, it's based on the direct observation and collecting real-time data from the people. For example, a new anti-diabetic medication has been introduced to market, and now we want to check whether this drug is effective or not. The blood sugar levels of the consumers will be tested to identify the result of this study. This is how the empirical research works. Next is basic or fundamental research, which is based on gaining new knowledge and understanding the basic concepts without the immediate practical application. For example, how memory works in human brain. Another example is how artificial intelligence works, or how Earth revolves around sun. The next category is applied research. In this type of research, the researchers are trying to solve the real-world problems. The creation of COVID-19 vaccine is an example of applied research. Another example of this type of research is the invention of an air fryer. As we know, the conventional frying methods are proved to be hazardous for our cardiovascular health. So the scientists invented an air fryer which uses very little or no oil to fry our food. This resolved a real-world problem, and it helped us to advance our society. One last example of this type of research can be improving the formula of a toothpaste, making it flavorful and palatable for kids. Our next category is survey-based research, which relies on the opinions and behaviors. This is performed by spreading questionnaires, whether physical questionnaires or online questionnaire forms. Both the methods can be used to conduct this kind of research. This type of research gives us insights and valuable answers. An example of this could be a questionnaire containing certain questions regarding malaria to assess the knowledge of people in a certain area. The results will prove whether the people of that area have enough knowledge regarding this particular topic. Surveys are also useful at restaurants to assess the quality. Our last category is intervention-based research. In this type of research, the researcher deliberately changes the treatment practice of patients to see the impact. Let's take an example. A new antihypertensive medication was launched into market, and the practitioner wants to see whether this medication is more effective than the conventional medications available. The practitioner will prescribe new medicine to a bunch of people, and another group of people will be prescribed the old medicine by the same practitioner. The results of both the groups will be compared to assess whether the new drug is as effective or more effective than the existing drug. This was all about the types of research, my friends. Now, in our upcoming video, we will discuss the components of a research article. We will also talk about the sub-components of each of those components. Thank you so much for watching this video. You can contact us on the given email address. If you like this video, please like, comment, share and consider subscribing. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.